so ababo amana yefe ni se obetimi eye japade ama nchirima so ehun so mfaso na enei eba dansi se yemfa abo ne anwea yemfa nsi dan pa dia na che se yakodom construction na mekamfo na media mawo enemre mu eba che se opa abo anwea na die si abro san udi adu dwuma bia for yakodom construction o se opa blocks die si dan blocks no so opa ahodo apem ne akiri che se die wo pe no frɛ no na one no entwetwe eye enkomo yakodom kro na akwakofa eye machine editu nsuo di aba a chese baabi a wo so kwayim se wo fiem se wo hene o se to nsa na frɛ no oba ba ye wadwuma no mahon so atimi atepa chese eno yakodom ena mekamfo na mede ama obehu no ewu kumase mepa chew yakodom number no enye yira kwan kura enti baabi bia wo bia to nsa na frɛ yakodom construction na umedi dwuma no enti mfama wo si dan ajenkofu fie sima wo mu enti ubohu no ashanti region from 0554360760 and as 0592680366 na ne no entwetwe enkomo enso so yakodom construction nei obabdia madasa obadia ma amansan te obabeboa na odan no wagye asiama na afi nso blocks insure pesu ntumfama nyina otunikama enso so ede amam yakodom construction, your home of quality. I was your more cover from famous TV, so subscribe and share. Young five days I would from one from Bibia and Kosu Kama and Fama. The frontline show Kokwana Antinasi on Hassan Ayaliga. A more discuss issued concerning an Igbo guy, Igbo man, Igbo king was hard, Wuhan. I won't try see me now. Go we say, I want set date. Papa no. I'm from free Ghana because Ghana immigration near the day and cat have any day come much. I say, Koya opening and I'm swap or the Tigan Hanon and you quite pasukra. And I feel no person tenants no scammy among for poor man for. I just said, the boat in and think one day you become a president of Nigeria. No baby still Ghana, no sounds up a woo, so no more woo or masha see. Now fee. I shall see Edem Lano Yediomope. And according to Kokwana Ababe Sposi, Chukudi was a Hano, or then a Honsem, and so at Media Babontin. Now, I can't say me bigakra. I just said, Yonko na Yonkunkuti and Semna, and also Adituja, a frontline show, and its secret exposed big time or the Babontin.
Ghanaians, all of us here. That Chukwudi has suspended the Yam Festival. When? It was here. And many of you heard it. I came here, mounted a spirited push, dare not to celebrate this. Then, on a massive demonstration, the convener of that demonstration, Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga, came and said, do not, dare not. And then the last one. The king of the Ghana state came and said, please, it's a no-go area. And that was it. So in all of the above, prepositions I've just narrated, we were expecting the king, the self-style impulse, and then Battle Chukwudi to come out and say, hey, guys, I'm not even doing anything of that sort. Did we hear anything? We did not. Only for the king to issue that statement, and then comes all of these reactions. Including just a while ago, a reputable radio station we all respect, Joy FM Multimedia, have taken this matter up and making it look as though the king of the Ghana state got it all wrong to have issued that letter asking the Igbo king, the self-style cannot to celebrate Yam Festival. Like seriously. Well, we have some response from Multimedia, Kweku Asante, who hosted the show Ghana Connect. Yeah. For me, one thing comes so clear, and many of you know me how I do my journalism. I hate hypocrisy. We are in this country for God knows how many days, weeks, months. We have mounted a spirited issue on this Igbo crisis, and many radio stations, television stations, and journalists decided to be quiet, including the multimedia. So the question is, why multimedia find its safe haven and find it right that after the Ghana state issued that letter, and now you want to sit at a comfort zone in your studios and make it look as though the king of the Ghana state got it all wrong. You brought in some guys to come and sit there and do the analysis and be calling the Ghana chief as what? He doesn't know his left from his right. Oh, like seriously. This is most unfortunate, to say the least. Well, tonight, like I said, tonight begins the momentum and the ultimatum. It's like a consonance. If you did literature, you understand what I'm saying. Okay? So tonight, the clock will be thickened. The time will be given. The stage will be set. And the curtains will be rolling. And the drama will be staged. Chukwudi. And of course, the man who is going to help me carry all of this, and of course on his shoulder is the convener of the Nigerian issues, crisis here and there, including demonstration. He's right here in the studio. Tonight he's not going to join me online. He's right here. Guess where he's even from? Because guys, it's so funny. You know why? Let me get serious and push this. He's right here in the studio, and I started writing his note. He's going to join me, you know, in the second segment of Ghana Speaks. Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga is sitting right here. And Charlie, the way he's charging, they are from a place and then just landed here. He's here tonight. So call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call anybody. And let's all sit together with think and talk and make a sense of it all. Folks, let's get started. And I read the jar so and I know what ne papa. I dare ye be ya saying, and I dream any a day a bra as a see a day to ho. Any akonia saswa. South style Nigeria near or no osio. Say, or ye the king of the Igbo sea. Ye be man a quine any akonia so di free Ghana deco. Ghana for muntim ye. A bra ye de be man says, Sabri way. Otamason move out of this country. Mom said there were several times me catch Dr. Hassan Yargaswa Kabibri said we are giving him time to have a safe passage. But I think he was trying to play on the keyboard of the emotions of all of us, thinking we don't know what we are doing. Over here, me sambe catching and say Nigerians, so therefore, Ghanaians, if you recall, after the demonstration, then again we needed to change the narrative because we don't want to extend this to the entire Nigerian community here in Ghana. So no, ono Igbo for the very fact say what better memuha no so o mu Ghana for ebio and nam ono so thousands and thousands of Nigerians have flooded over here, doing all kinds of illicit trading and so forth. And if you say you represent all of them, then what are we seeing? Including murder was the case, kidnapping, and many more. And he sits here, does nothing. And you want us to keep quiet? On top of this, now see me babe see a giving a hinkro, any ahimwa, no what him? How? Who does that? Who does that? So the issues are very clear. We are not preaching xenophobia. Neither we are asking a group of whatever. Even if we did so, on the basis of the fact that the Nigerians again have also taken what? Taken custody over what? Ghanaian shops, which is also illegal. Go and check the law. Kweku Asante of Joy FM. Go and check the JIPC laws. What does the law say? And you sit on and say, Kweku, are you listening to your name say Kweku Asante on Joy FM? Were you called? Was Dr. Hassan Ayarga called? I said, no, none of that. And you brought some people to come and spew some kind of insult on the Ghana state and the Ghana chief. Like, seriously. Tonight, we'll school you well. I'm learning that you are a lawyer. You are now becoming a lawyer of some sort. But look at what you're doing. Folks, Anadi, Yebema Ibonino, time to leave Ghana. Yeah. Tomato shirt. Red. Me say, we are coming to give Chukwudi Jude. So, Chukwudi, Sautia, me, I kind of figure, say, anytime by extension you watch the show. But, so, on Timi, somebody call Chukwudi Jude. Tell him on CTV Live tonight, Yebemana time with the countdown, the roadmap detailing the circumstances that you have to leave Ghana peacefully. So, it's coming. Okay? Maybe we are at the Dada. Come on. Tonight, folks, we just take off with Ghana Speaks Proudly, brought to you by Biogas Expert Engineers. But main country say, yeah, they we na so no what I say. Be na one kasa person we see we dying. A dana will be see no. We see we are adeba kuna see a year dying. It's what you call the state of the art kitchen. Queen Elizabeth didn't be a BCMO. And also you be see dana mawa from a form all up roofing. They are a company a be boss amo. We are you be the state of the art. Ashanti said to the second who go to London and he remains the only king where Queen Elizabeth will bow before him. Do you know that? And do you know why? Do you know why? Why the Queen of England will bow before the King of Ashanti? Do you know why? But even that, when Osetutu the second, Edru Londoner, on Kodru Hose Wabobo the lieutenant say, oh hini we were Scotland, we were Windsor, and all those places. Where? How? And on top of that, now they create an entrenched position. So no, we want to take the London Metropolitan as our own, and then we want to build our kingship, and then we want to what? Inculcate all the lifestyle back home in Ghana, here in London. And that they are expecting the British Metropolitan Authority to what? To erode them, inculcate them into the British traditional royal whatever. Why? What is the meaning? What's the intentions here? And what's the motive? Now listen. This is a man who has come here by virtue of the fact that Wawari. And to know by ya, or say Yakwakoto, this 250 acres of land, and we want to build what? Something we don't know what it is. No, oh yeah. They are expecting that one day an Igbo man will become 50 acres, no? Or say one day an Igbo man will become president in Nigeria. And when that man becomes president, he will come where? To Ghana. And have whatever with them there. By the way, all this cultural diversity, who is against it? You should know that this Igbo man has been in Ghana for God knows more than 2 decades. Question remains, why now? Why the rising tide now? You should answer that question. Joy FM, Kwekwasanti, you should answer this question. The man has been here for 2 decades. The question remains, why do you think the rising tension now? Have you besieged or trying to find out what exactly are the issues? It's not about being xenophobic. Now they are not to have. Morally. Now back in Nigeria, these are a group of people. Woman so abetra Ghana. Back there in Nigeria, with our research, hey, the Nigerians are warning Ghanaians, hey, beware of this tribe. And that this tribe, as part of why Nigeria has not known peace, is because of this tribe. And then they give us historical antecedents and walk us through the path. What is it? The Igbos. Before Igbos, not Igbos, somewhere in the 60s, there was a war of which you should know, called the Biafran War. And how many people, several dozens of Igbos were killed against the backdrop of say the Igbos are trying to what? Establish a state within a state. And where is this done? You should answer the question. They want to build a state within a state. They want to have their own currency. They want to completely have everything. How can this be back in Nigeria? Nigeria is made up of what? 36 states. But the question we should be asking, why is it that the Igbos want to have their own state? So this brought about a civil war, and thousands and millions of Igbos were killed. And ever since, the Igbos have not relinquished on this one, this so-called enviable kind of agenda. Now they mean to be said, everywhere they will go, they are going to simply establish their what? Their thrones, their hegemonies, and their what? Preponderance, traditional preponderance. And do you think, when the attention of Ghana was brought to this, it is about we Ghanaians to just keep quiet and watch them. That before we realize, part of Ghana's land have become what? Igbos. By extension, the Igbos are marrying Ghanaians. They are having children with them and many more. So in the name of cultural diversity, which you guys claim it is nothing, there's nothing wrong with. But by the time we know, they have taken over our political system, our traditional system, and everything. And Ghanaians may have no say in anything. Like, seriously? Kwekwa Santi of Joy FM in your panel, you need to be schooled well. And you need to know what you have to know. And I dream of the Mohobachamo. Yeah. Now, my terms of go and research properly. Go, understand you're a law student. Go and educate yourself very well. Nobody is against the Igbos, or Nigerians. But fundamentally, what is going on is pretty much more you and Ernesto. Ernesto is a very good friend. But I think Ernesto exposed his ignoramuses this evening on your show. They claim they know, yet they are swimming in their own pool of ignoramuses. And for me, I'm again asking the very last question. At what point Joy FM now finds it very, very comfortable to be discussing Ghana-Nigerian tie? I'm asking you. At what Joy FM, all the media houses in Ghana have quiet. The only journalists I'm seeing hearing them is one, what's the name of Kojo Dixon of Angel FM, fantastic guy. Doing fantastic, and Efia Poku of Needs FM. The rest of the journalists, consider all the 16 regional capitals, media houses in Ghana, including Joy FM. You are quiet. Joy FM has remained quiet. My question is, why tonight Joy FM finds it very comfortable to be discussing the issues? You know why? I know one of your guys, Andy Dusty, and his relationship with. But I stand to not to go in there because I love you guys there. But the manner in which Joe FM want to handle this issue.
Okay, we a Chukude, Nigeria ni na wabetina Ghana so Igbo king no. Ono so nsem ena yede abanti on the front line show. Ekokwa 9 and na sitting out na fire media personnel so support papa no and then America ho so I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe. For any inquiries free studio line na fi ni nkomo na bibia nkoso kama intimi mfama. Aha. Ena yede musi famous TV suni yamenka yo. Bye bye.
Yo big boy
asetremu ehu behia pa se ubesi dan na odi abefo ne ma gumo eno tina mekanfo AGS Company Limited na me de amawo se wo amno ne wo Ghana hanom wasi ufie awie eba se yemfa eye nkania engu fie ne mu na emu enti jirejire wa mepacho foni chemu makachi biogas se bia o frashi ya na hye biogas eye digester no pese wo yebi ewo fie a fra omo na onomo entwetwe enkomo ene bibia ya befo ne ma enka no si fie no aye eye mahu kakraka ene bibia eye small one a chese unwesti asase no onse asase no enti foni chemu ewo makachi se wa amono ni so wo Ghana ofie na wasi no ewo se wo ya de a obi beba no be ka chese sumesi wani atepa eba cho eba CCTV camera pa opese odi biba ofie na installation bibia koso kama e de ma se ne be security reasons nti obi ma ofie medin semfo a foni chemu ewo makachi no momwa no meye ni nyina kama enfama eba cho friends wo emfa security wires ni ade ntoto so a meba cho omo expert in eta chese enya asem ketwa e dan mu adwuma bebre ho a omo eye enti fra omo obehu mu eye nkran ho na be hu eye 0242302201 and I say 0276901827 offer AGS Company Limited me bacho omobejo so first security fence CCTV camera and a car tracking nina omi expert in it medical car chose from mo crime ho and I be hu na ono matwetwe nkomo nti mo no mo Ghana mo no mo twetwe nkomo